you're a young professional thinking about moving to Denver, Colorado, you could be asking yourself, can I really afford this move? Well, today you're in the right place. We're going to dive into that as it relates to the cost of living compared to national averages. We'll give you some lowdown on home prices and rent prices, and then stick around to find out if the Mile High City is within your budget. Hey everyone, Ray Williams from the Mortgage Maestro Group. And today we're going to start off with the cost of living. According to Rent Cafe, Denver's cost of living is about 10% higher than the national average. But let's break down a few topics there so you can kind of understand where your money might go if you do decide to move to Denver. First off, food. It's about 4% higher in grocery stores, cost compared to the national average. Utilities, it's actually less, about 14% less here for utilities than the national average. And that transportation, so if you have that car, expect about gas prices to be about 2% higher than the national averages. And if you're a foodie, Denver's dining scene is continuing to be more vibrant and flourishing all the time. As a result, restaurant prices are about 6% higher than the national average. So are these costs something you were expecting, or were you surprised by any of them? Comment below, let's talk about it. Next up, let's talk about that income, the driver of what might make the decision to move or not to move. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the median household income for a single individual in Denver is $77,000. Compare that to $59,000 in the national average, and that's about a 30% jump in median income in Denver compared to that of the national average across the country. But it's an important consideration. Do you think that higher income is going to make up for the higher cost of living? Make sure to share your thoughts and comments below. If you've made that move, how has it treated you? And do you regret or not regret the move to Denver? Number 3, we're gonna move on to the housing market. Denver has seen some significant changes in the last decade. According to Zillow, the average home price in Denver in the last decade has gone up 75%. Compare that to the national average of around 45%, and you can see, well, those who have owned homes in Denver the last 10 years have grown their net worth proportionately by living here, offset by that higher cost of living. And if you're renting, this is an important consideration. The average rent in Denver has risen 60% over the past 10 years. By comparison, nationally, it's about 35% increase over that same time period. So what do you think about these trends? Do you think that the rent would be affordable? Do you think there would be some trade-offs for what you would get versus what you would spend? What are your thoughts about rent and housing in Denver, Colorado? To put it all together, living in Denver means higher cost than you might have anticipated, but it also means a higher median income on average for those that are here. Home prices and rents have risen higher than that of the national average as a result of this attraction to Denver with respect to the lifestyle that everyone loves and what drives a lot of people to move here and why they chose Denver even with the higher cost of living offset by that median income. These are important factors because these are things that you have to decide about if you're thinking about that move to Denver. Don't let the snow drive your decisions alone because we do have that world-class skiing. If you have any questions or your own personal experiences about moving to Denver or not deciding to move to Denver, I'd love to hear them below. Share them with us. Drop a comment. If you ever have any questions, I am a native. For all intents and purposes, I love to chat about this beautiful place we call home. You can schedule a consultation at calendly.com/mortgage maestro. Make sure to watch other videos that we put out relating to building wealth through real estate. I hope you enjoyed the content. We'll talk to you soon.